Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the Shadow Work Tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading and it's also timeless. So this could be in relation to events that have already taken place in the past, things that are currently playing out in your environment, or things that can come up in the near future or even further beyond. However, I do feel you receive these messages at the time when you need to hear them. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from 3 oracle decks. So we'll start off with the Dark Mirror. We'll then get a card from the Angelarian deck, and then one from the Moonology. When it comes to the tarot messages, I'll be pulling cards from the Beautiful Creatures 2nd edition deck. So, Cancer, let's see what's being revealed by your shadow aspect. So just while I'm shuffling, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So into your reading now, Cancer. The first card you got from the Dark Mirror deck was Today for Tomorrow. So I want to make sure you can see that. Hopefully, you know, it's zooming in, right? Focusing. But yeah, Today for Tomorrow. So you're making sacrifices right now in the bids of, you know, forming a beautiful, abundant future for yourself, right? So you have set goals in mind and you're making changes now with that in mind. You're understanding that if I want to ensure, you know, certain outcomes, then there are certain actions I need to take today in order to put myself in a better position tomorrow, right? That's essentially what this card is about. It's making sacrifices for the betterment of your future, right? Having a brighter day, you know, in the years to come. So inherently that's not a bad thing at all. You know, certain things do require changes, do require sacrifices in order to get a certain outcome. However, it's just important that you don't forget to live in the present also. So you just have to be aware of finding that careful balance, because it may be that you're leaning a little bit too far the other way at this time. So let's see what the Angelarian deck has to say. What messages of support and assistance can we get from the divine at this time? What synchronistic signs may appear? Wow. Okay, Cancer, I wasn't expecting this card to flicker. So you have Simikel, Angel of Vengeance. Angel of Vengeance. So it's a very dark card, as you can see there, right? You know, Simikel is not one to be messed around with. And it's a very serious energy. It's saying, listen, you have a choice here because you are making sacrifices, and I feel like you have to be very, very careful on what sacrifices you're willing to make in order to guarantee certain outcomes, right? Because there are no complete guarantees in this life, right? When it comes to future events. So I feel like you're wanting to slay something from your past in order to guarantee a certain outcome in your future. So again, you need to be very, very careful with that and what you're willing to do to ensure a victory here, okay? So just be aware, there is a warning with that. So let me actually go to the booklet now and tell you what the signs are for Simikel's energy, right? Because it's saying with this card that whatever energy you put out, you will get back tenfold, right? So be mindful of any dark thoughts or any ill wishes that you may have towards anyone, even if they have put you through hell and back, because that's not something that you want to also be on the receiving end of, which you will be if if you're projecting these ill feelings and bad energies towards anyone, okay? No matter how trying the situation may be. it's better if you focus on, you know, your abundance, the future you're trying to craft. Okay, so let's just see if I could find it. All right, so the signs for Simical's energy is a sword, a thorny branch, pierced skin, right? A sword, thorny branch, or pierced skin. So it's saying, you know, whatever revenge you take on anyone, or whatever intent that you have towards anyone, and the energies you put out there, it's going to have very real consequences. So be mindful, okay? And there may be a situation where any of those signs come up in your reality and it holds your attention. If that's the case, there is a significant message coming in for you at that time from the divine. So you need to be aware and pay attention to what may be relayed in that moment. So, and that can come up in a multitude of ways, right? It can show as an image, it can be something that you see out in the environment, it can be something written down, it could be a song playing, it could be pretty much anything, right, that's relevant to those specific symbols. So just be aware of that, okay? So let's see with the Moonology deck, see what advice the Mother Moon can give that can help Cancer, you know, come out of these darker energies and more into abundant, beautiful energy. Okay, so the card you have here is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So this is your energy right here, Cancer. So that's awesome. So this is saying, yeah, and we have that full moon energy here and full moon energy here. So I feel like whatever you went through in your past that brought a lot of pain, that brought up a lot of hatred and feelings of anger, wanting to take vengeance, get revenge on those who harmed you, wronged you, you know, who made you, you know, go through a lot, sacrifice a lot of yourself in order to do this purging and healing, right? I feel like you are coming to a certain level of closure with this now, right? You're releasing a lot of your past, right? You've come full circle with this healing, right? And now you're ready to purge it, to let it go. I feel like you are releasing this energy, which is good. Okay, I'm glad to get confirmation of that. So yeah, you're now going through the last part of this purging process. So that's looking good, Cancer. I'm glad to see that, because it has been difficult. I can see that you've had to you know, give up on a lot of things, right? You've had to put a lot of things on hold while you did that work. It wasn't easy for you, but you are coming out the other side now, is what it's confirming. So that's good. So let's see what the Tarot has to say about any of this. So I feel like what you need to do is, once you get past that last bit of purging that you need to do, is to focus your attention fully and solely on where it is that you're headed, right? And the things that bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment here and now as well, because that's going to help with this today for tomorrow energy, because you do also need to you know, have feelings of enjoyment and fulfillment in your current circumstances as well, not just hoping on, you know, better days. So there may be some changes that you make with that in mind as well. Okay, so let's go to the Tarot. So the first card you have, Cancer, is King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. However, you could have Scorpio in your chart. Either way, I feel like it's a case of, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel like it's a case of, yeah, you are curious about what you can obtain for yourself moving forward. I feel like you know that if you're willing to put enough work, energy, focus, willpower, the right ingredients in, you will get what it is that you're seeking, right? And you have the curiosity, you want to know, you want to see how far this thing can go, right? You have the enthusiasm, you have the desire for it, the want for it. It's something that means the world to you. That's why you're willing to go the distance with it, right? You're very sure as well about it. There's no confusion here. You're very sure that this is what you want, and therefore you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there, right? The next card you have is the Seven of Swords, right? Seven of Swords, so air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you need to be careful that you don't remove yourself from one situation to just put yourself into more of the same thing, right? Because there is deception here. There is, you know, this is the energy of someone thinking that they got away scot-free to only find out that, you know, they've walked right into someone's trap, right? So I think that's why you have to be careful with that vengeance energy as well, that you don't put out all this hatred, because ultimately you're just going to hit yourself with it. It's just going to come back and bring you down and bring about circumstances that you really don't want to occur. So that's where I feel like the warning is coming in, that you don't feed any anger that you have regarding a situation, because it's about to close out. This is coming to an end. So don't give it that, you know, that hold over you, okay? Next card you have is the Decadence. Right, so this is a card specific to this deck, the Decadence. So this could be you trying to hoard something, right, to ensure this is you trying to ensure that your legacy is fulfilled, that you create, right, whatever this outcome that it is that you're sacrificing so much in your present for, right? Because you want to make sure that regardless of whatever changes occur, whatever circumstances play out, right, with you and other people, that your material abundance is assured, right? That's what you want to have, you know, guaranteed here, is that regardless of whatever happens in this situation, that your material abundance is assured and protected, right? When it comes to the next card, Five of Swords, that's under the King of Cups, by the way. So yeah, I feel like someone was pulling on your heartstrings, was saying things that were going to get you riled up, that were going to make you feel very defensive, that would get you back into the loop of having to repeat yourself, defend yourself, stand your ground, right? It's pulling you back into those lower vibrations, those karmic cycles with those people from the past that you're trying to heal yourself from, right? And I feel like someone gets a real kick, right, out of seeing you suffer, which is messed up, but that's what I get here. You know, they see that you're putting a lot of work into yourself and into your dreams and your passions, but they get a kick out of stirring the pot and seeing you get riled up, right? Because they have nothing better going on in their lives, which is just sad, really. But ultimately, this is coming out, right? You're seeing it clearly for what it is. You're seeing this person clearly for who they are. And I feel like you are removing yourself from a situation and an environment. This is very similar to Virgo's reading. I know Cancer energy also came up in Virgo's reading. So if you have Virgo prominently in your chart, I recommend checking the Virgo reading also, right? From this particular set of shadow work readings, because it's very similar, okay? And then the next card you have is the Paranormal. And again, this is saying curiosity, like the King of Cups, there's fascination. So I feel like you're someone who is very spiritually tapped in. You know, you have very much been exercising your psychic abilities, even if you're not aware of all of your capabilities at this time, which I feel like you don't. I feel like you're just testing out the waters. But again, that's where you need to be very careful of what energy you emit, where you send your attention and intention, because you are playing with the unknown on some level here, right? So you don't want to unwillingly send a curse out to someone who affected you, did something to you that upset you 10 years ago, right? So you have to be very, very mindful of that, right? And be very cautious of anyone who you connect with at this time that is, you know, dabbling in seances and witchcraft and spell work, right? Because they might, you know, they might say to you, oh, well, this person wronged you, they did bad by you, let's make them suffer, let's punish them for what they did. Be mindful of any conversations like that, because that's not something that you want to indulge in, because I see it backfiring pretty badly if you do that. So just be warned. And then finally, the last card here, the Lovers, okay? So that's Gemini energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini. But I feel like, yeah, you're having to make a decision here. It's like you're trying to guarantee your material abundance while weighing up what to do, where to move forward, who to choose, what to choose, right? So I feel like you're coming out of a situation where you felt like you were duped into being there. And with the Lovers card, this could be a relationship, or this could be even a family member, right? Or a group of friends, close friends, right? Your best friends. But I feel like you're kind of realizing where you've been duped, where you've been lied to, cheated, deceived, right? And you're choosing to walk away from this situation, I feel, with that personal issue reaches resolution. This speaks of a choice though, okay? So you may choose to, you know, not give up on the connection, but remove yourself from the environment, for example. Or you may choose to, you know, close the door on the connection entirely, not just leave the environment. So there will be a decision on how you choose to approach this moving forward, because I feel like there will be some kind of conclusion with this card showing up here, right? That confirms it. And I feel like from there, you'll decide how you want to move forward with this, right? So the ball's in your court, Cancer, really. But I see you really processing all of what has just transpired. You're seeing things very clearly now. You're seeing the deception. You're seeing the betrayal. You're seeing where there's lies. You're seeing where people are only really thinking... Sorry, I don't know why I keep coughing all of a sudden. I started in Virgo's reading. So you may... I did see that the Ace of Swords was in reverse in Virgo's reading. So problems communicating, problems getting out the truth, right? Throat chakra issues. So that's what I'm getting. So yeah, you may also be having a hard time expressing yourself because of just what you're uncovering, and you're knowing that you cannot trust the people closest to you right now, right? That's what I'm seeing, you know? So you're having to use your discernment, use your intuition, right? Because ultimately everyone is only in it for themselves. So that's why you need to be smarter about this and not allow them to trip you up and goad you into their traps, right? Getting into these disagreements. But I feel like you're wising up to it and you're going to leave this behind. So I really hope this helps if this is your situation, Cancer. I know it sucks to be dealing with this kind of energy and these kinds of people. However, do know that the choices you're making now, the sacrifices that you're making in order to put yourself in a better position soon is going to pay off, okay? So you just need to stay the course, focus on where you're headed. Don't allow people to goad you into their arguments or into having, drama, okay? Because you don't need that in your life. And just be clear on what it is that you want and what it is that you're doing at this time and go for it, okay? So, yeah. I just really hope this helps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And, yeah. You know, this obviously needed to come out, so I feel like it's going to serve you very well moving forward. You know who you can trust and who you can't trust, and now it's just going to make you even more discerning of who you invite into your life and who you don't, okay? But sending you lots of love, lots of support and encouragement, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.